All right, this is just a quick video reviewing what we went over yesterday in class. We were talking a lot about simplifying expressions. And when you're simplifying an expression, you are not solving for x, you're not trying to find an answer, you're just trying to get whatever your expression is simplified to a point that it looks like this. You should have a number with a variable added or subtracted to just a plain old number. So this is our goal. This is what our simplified expressions should look like. We looked at two different ways to simplify expressions. Number one was using the distributive property. And with the distributive property, we distribute the number that is outside the parentheses to all of the terms inside of the parentheses. So in this case, we have a positive 6, and that positive 6 is going to be multiplied by a positive 4. That's 24. And then I take my positive 6 and I multiply it by this negative 5x. So that's going to be negative 30x. So my simplified version is 24 minus 30x. I could also rewrite that as negative 30x plus 24. If you like having the variable come first, that's fine. Both of these mean the same thing. The second way that we looked at simplifying expressions is by combining like terms. And remember that like terms mean that they look the same. They look the same. So here we have our like terms. We've got a number with a variable and a number with a variable. So we could put those together. And then we've got another one here. We'll use a different color. And then we've got just our plain old numbers. So then when we have our final answer, we're going to put our x's together. 5x plus negative 2x, that's positive 3x. Negative 4 plus 8 is positive 4. So this would be the simplified version of the expression. So when we're simplifying expressions, we're just making them look simpler. Okay, the part that I think that was confusing or difficult yesterday was when we were putting both strategies together into one. And so we're going to practice more of that today. And so when we're doing that, number one, we use the distributive property. Once we have that, then we can combine all of our like terms. Let's take a look at an example. Here we have a very complicated expression, and we're going to get this narrowed down or simplified to two terms. So there's a variable term and there's a regular number term. Our steps up here say to do the distributive property first. So that's what we're going to do. When I'm using the distributive property, I'm always looking for the number that's right next to the parentheses. So in this case, the number that's right next to the parentheses is negative 4. I'm always looking at the sign that's in front of the number. So I'm going to take negative 4, multiply it by positive 2. That's negative 8x. And then I'll take negative 4, multiply it by positive 3. That's negative 12. I also have these two other terms at the front and the back. I'm just going to bring those straight down. And I'll have negative 6x plus 5. Okay, so now I have 4 terms that I need to simplify. So I'm going to be looking for my like term. So this was the distributive property. I'll put DP for distributive property. And this is going to be combine like terms, CLT, combine like terms. Okay, so let me see what my like terms are here. I'll use different colors to show them. I have a negative 6x, negative 8x that I could put together. And I also have a negative 12 and a positive 5. So when I put those terms together, negative 6 plus negative 8, that's negative 14. X, negative 12 and positive 5 is negative 7. So my simplified expression, sorry for the noise in the background. Gregory found a bowl. Whoa, buddy. Bring that to mommy. The simplified answer is negative 14x minus 7. And yeah, so as you can see, our first expression was very complicated, not simple at all. And we worked to make it much simpler, negative 14x minus 7. The formative that you're going to do today, you are going to be answering questions that might be just distributive property or simplifying expressions that are just distributive property or just combining like terms, or you might have some where you're putting both ideas together. All right, good luck, and I'll see you Wednesday.